Anyone else feel like they've lost like the fun and excitement of everything? Like I used to always have things that I looked forward to, and different times of the year I was just like absolutely loved it. But anymore it's like, I don't know if it's just me, if there's a phase I'm going through or something, but I don't know if other people feel this way too. What are your thoughts? You guys dealing with this? Let me know.
It's such a beautiful world that we live in. And yet we truly can't even live because we're busy every single day slaving our lives away just to be able to afford to live. You ever think about that?
Things didn't just feel better, simpler, happier in the 90s and early 2000s because we were the kids. They also felt better, simpler, happier to the adults of that time. Whenever you see content around the butter mom trend, there are comments being like, it was just because we hadn't grown up yet. Like the magic was there because life hadn't sucked the magic out yet. And that's just not true. If you talk to the adults who were the adults back then, they will tell you it was also better then. They had less pressure from everybody, less opinions, less keeping up with the Joneses because there were less avenues to feel the pressure to keep up with the Joneses. Your kids could go outside and play and your neighbors wouldn't judge you for it. Dinner was like easier, straightforward. Everyone didn't have all of these crazy food requirements that made you feel really guilty for what you were feeding your kids. You had, one or two TVs in the house and like a video game console instead of personal iPads. And so no one felt guilty about screen time. It genuinely was better, simpler, and happier. So when with my next house move, my husband and I just bought a new house, am thinking about what I want to bring into that home, it is that energy. And I know I'm not going to reclaim all of it because we just don't live in those times anymore, but I'm going to reclaim every ounce of it I can.
Everything's unaffordable. No, you step outside your house, it costs $30, $50 just to go anywhere, just to do anything, just to eat, just to get some groceries, just to eat a meal, to get some gas. It's too expensive, and people are already isolated, and then a lot of the mental health crisis, the loneliness crisis, it comes down to like an economic one, the haves and the have-nots. Like if you're struggling paying your bills and contributing to your retirement and having like a normal, stable life, then of course you're going to struggle with your mental health. Like, how could you not? And then for people to be like, oh, just hang in there. Oh, it's easy for you to say, right? You're not in this person's situation. You're probably sitting in a much different situation yourself to sit there and judge someone who's struggling with their mental health. You have no idea what they've been through, what they're going through. People lack empathy. They lack compassion and understanding. We're just so divided. It's just like people don't really understand it anyways. They don't really care to come together to solve the issue. It's like nothing's getting done. Nothing's getting better. It's so hopeless. It's so bleak. Like, what's the point of even trying anymore? Because like back then, hard work meant something. It actually paid off. And then these days with millennials and Gen Z, hard work doesn't necessarily lead to anything except more slavery, more burnout, more overwhelm. It's exhausting.
There is a heavy, persistent feeling hanging over the country right now. It's not just a bad mood or a bad news cycle, it's a fundamental shift in how we experience life. Since 2020, it feels like the gears of society have been grinding in a way that doesn't quite fit anymore. We're seeing a massive disconnect between the effort we put in and the stability we actually get back. It's not just about the rising cost of groceries or the commute, it's the psychological toll of living in a world that feels increasingly rigged, unpredictable, and frankly exhausting.
We're being robbed of our time here because from 25 to 50, I will tell you, there's a lot of memories, but it's like a dream. It's like a whirlwind. Before you know it, it's all gone and past, and it's all just like a very fuzzy dream. That's how quick it goes. And we're so occupied that we can't really live in the present and enjoy because we're so busy. Busy with school, get out of school, busy with work. Have children, you don't even see your children because you're busy, and then they're busy. We're being robbed of our own families, our own connection. So you know there's something weird going on in this world. There is something very matrixy, simulation-y. I mean, there is something very Truman Show-esque about this place. And it really, really is trying to derail us, keep us in a hypnotic state to where we just follow the leader. Whether we think we're not, we are. Because we comply with the 9 to 5. We comply with the idea of school till we're old and gray because we constantly need the higher education. We're constantly separated from the creator of this place, from ourselves. We are separated from ourselves. A couple hours a day in yoga or meditation or on the weekend, let me tell you, is not enough. And you know how good it feels. So you know this is important. Something is separating us. It's the illusion, the hypnotic state that we're in. You know, a lot of us can be hypocritical to our children when they say, oh, Timmy, Tommy, Tammy, and whatever, they're all going to do this, or they got caught doing something. You say, oh, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? Would you do that? But we're all jumping off the bridge. Wake up, go to preschool, go to college, do your thing, stay busy, never pay attention to the world around you. We're all jumping off.
I feel like a lot of us are feeling like, what's the point? What's the point of trying? What's the point? I feel like everything is rigged. I feel like things are very unfair. It's very easy to fall into this victim mindset. I'm very hopeful. I'm a hopeful person. I believe, I have faith in God. I have such strong faith in God. But sometimes it feels like the game is rigged. And like everyone in power is so evil, and they have all the money, and we're all struggling, and we don't know how to fight back. And it's like, I want to fight back, but also like my bills are coming in, and don't know what to do with your life, and it's just, everything is just so backwards. I feel like the life I thought I was gonna have was ripped away from me. I don't even want to bring kids into this world. Everything, I have to monitor what I eat, and even when I try to eat healthy, it's still poison, you know? It's something so simple as our own food. It just sometimes feels really rigged. And I just feel like sometimes I'm like, well, what's the point? What's the point in all of this anyways? And I've been thinking about this because of my career, and I was like, there's so much corruption in this, so I'm gonna go do something else. And it's like, that's not working out. And I'm like, I have all this debt. And it's like, anything I try to do, it feels like it's rigged. I know that's not it. I know God has us, and I know everything's gonna be okay. I do know that. And it's that feeling and that faith that we have to continue having. It's okay to admit that this is a human experience, and it's okay to have these emotions, to feel them and then release them, and know, no matter what, it will be okay. It's gonna be okay, because our faith is strong, and God is good, and God loves you, and loves me, and loves everyone.
That's really sad, the decline of society and the family unit. Because of our economy, people are stressed to the max. Both parents have to work. There's no way around it unless you are ultra wealthy or have like a large trust fund. But most people don't. So something's got to give. The women are exhausted because women really weren't meant to be working like a man and raising the kids at the same time. So when the husbands are upset or the boyfriends are upset that their wife or girlfriend is not acting like a wife or girlfriend, it's because she can't. Okay? It's really hard. You cannot do it all, and you certainly cannot do it all the right way.
I don't think human beings are designed to live at this level of sustained and accelerating uncertainty for this long. A lot of people want to call it burnout, numbness, brain fog, lack of ability to focus, inability to carry multiple ideas at once, but it's something deeper. Our nervous systems were not designed to have to metabolize continuously this level of chronic instability. I talked about this a little bit last night, but for years now, we have been living in all these overlapping emergencies: unresolved pandemic trauma, political chaos, instability, algorithmic overload, economic fear, social fragmentation. And it's created this ongoing uncertainty that is really hard for human beings because we can endure hardship. I'm obsessed with World War II, and I think about people in the camps and how they kept hanging on knowing that the Allies were advancing and that help was at hand. But when that level of uncertainty feels endless and there's not an end in sight, that's when people really start to falter. Not knowing, not trusting, not being able to orient. And after enough years of that, then something starts to happen psychologically. The future starts to collapse inward. People stop being able to emotionally invest in long-term possibilities because the nervous system doesn't see anything stable enough to build on. Remember 5-year plans? Everyone's always asking you, what's your 5-year plan? Relationships, family planning, finances, career. And a lot of people I know, as intentional as they can get right now, is just getting through the damn day. The future becomes very difficult to picture when life is so immediate. I know we talk about being in the moment, but when there's that survival mode and anxiety around it, then there is no space to imagine anything beyond that. Get through the week, pay that bill, answer the email, the text, the phone call, sleep, repeat. And so the emotional distance between the present and the future starts to shrink. And the really and sad part of this is that we mistake that as personal failure because we urge ourselves and each other to make better choices, be more productive, create better systems, more optimization. And all that, I think, is unsuccessfully and detrimentally covering up the fact that what we're really carrying is dense collective grief and psychological overload. And we're seeing and feeling the effects everywhere: doom scrolling, escapism, emotional numbness, burnout, brain fog, inability to focus, inability to dream. A very wise person I know once said that life becomes magical when you stop scanning the universe so much and start scanning yourself. But the problem is, in this particular moment, it's virtually impossible to meaningfully imagine a future and to give yourself the grace and the bandwidth to scan within when there are so many external alarming variables to have to scan so that we can always maintain some sort of sense of orientation and safety. I don't think people are failing at being human. I think a lot of us are responding normally to a world that no longer feels psychologically stable enough to imagine ourselves safely inside of.
Apparently, there's a lot of women in their 40s or 50s out there that really just want to sell all their shit and move to either a remote island or a cabin in the woods away from everyone and everything. Because I thought those desires and those thoughts were just me, because I always say I used to be a people person and then people ruined it for me. And don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for everything that I have in my life and the community that I've built and the business that I have. But sometimes there are days where I just want to say, F it, and just go. Now I am glad that I am not the only one. The beautiful thing about the age of the internet and this time we live in, because we can connect with people who have the same thoughts and who have the same desires, who have the same struggles every single day. Nobody is truly alone anymore.
I can't be the only one thinking this and feeling this way. Have you thought to yourself lately, you've looked around, you've seen the people around you and felt, could we and or are we really in end times? And when I say that, I don't mean it in a morbid, depressive way, but think about this. Have you walked around lately and seen anything exciting? Like I just got out of a Best Buy, and I used to love Best Buy. And I would walk in and be super excited about some kind of new electronic device coming out. Not exciting. I go to look at new movies that are coming out. We've done that. Oh, we've seen that. Oh, part 2. Oh, it's gonna suck. Like nothing new or exciting is coming out in regards to movies. I was at a car dealership recently. Nothing exciting. We've seen that. We've seen this engine. We've seen this off-road capability. We've seen this technology. But I think with cars too, a lot of people are deterring away from cars because of what's to come of the future of the AI technology and the face scanning and all of the subscriptions. But it's just not exciting anymore.
Anybody else just exhausted? Like, just completely 100% drained. I don't mean like you can go take a nap and feel better. I'm talking like extreme fatigue. I've had this for a couple weeks now, probably going on a month. I have been dealing with like some sinus issues, like severe sinus pain causing a daily headache every single day. I've like lived off sinus medicine for a couple weeks now. But it's like the kind of fatigue that like I could go to sleep now. It's not even 7 p.m. I could go to sleep now and sleep all the way until 7 in the morning tomorrow and still feel exhausted. It's like no matter what I do, there's no feeling better. I feel like I think I got like 6.5 hours of sleep last night, which is really good for me because I usually don't sleep that much. So I should feel pretty good today. I don't. I'm ready to go to bed now. I don't know what's happening. Is it weather? Is it the heat? Did somebody flip some random switch? Somebody's playing with us, aren't they? It's the aliens. The aliens did something. And they're making us all tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the aliens.
Don't mind me. It's only going to take me almost an hour to get to work. So just in traffic on a Monday, rushing this morning to make sure the kids had what they needed to go to school and their lunches and just the whole thing. And I'm going, what am I doing? And it's going to take me almost an hour to get home. So like I've spent 2 hours of my life in the car today just to go to an office where I could literally do the same exact thing from my house. Like I could just do it at home. Life is not supposed to be like this. It's really not. It's really, truly not supposed to be so urgent. Everything has to be urgent and busy, and you feel like so overwhelmed. Rush here, rush there, quick. We gotta, I mean, it's exhausting. Like, what life should not be like this. It's just so, just long term. I will pull it together to do this.
What we're witnessing isn't a personal failure of productivity or a lack of willpower. It's a natural human response to chronic systemic instability. When you combine economic fear, the erosion of the family unit, and the constant noise of a digital world, you get a society in survival mode. We've moved from planning for the future to just trying to make it through the next 24 hours. When the systems around us, our work, our food, our communities, stop providing a sense of security, our nervous systems pay the price. We are being robbed of the ability to simply exist without being in a state of constant low-level alarm. It's a heavy burden to carry, and it's one that is changing the very fabric of how we relate to one another. I want to hear from you. Do you feel like you're just operating in survival mode lately? Is it the cost of living, the pace of work, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.